Hi, this is an additional video regarding the lunar phase simulator. This is for the assignment phases of the moon. What's tricky for a lot of people, and I don't blame them looking at the diagrams they've drawn, is what the Earth looks like from the moon. So we're still going to use this animation even though we have to use it a little bit differently. So I know that you can read this, but here's the sunlight coming in. This is the moon. This is the Earth. And this is where we are for the first part of the assignment, but we're going to ignore this little guy now because I wish I could transfer this little guy right over here to the moon. I can't, but we're going to try to keep that in mind as we go forward. So the first thing we have to remember is that the moon does not rotate. So when something says we are sitting on a certain side of the moon, that's sort of the trickiest part. So let's go through the questions. Let's go through day 1 through 22. And what it says to us is pretend you are standing here. Now, since the moon does not rotate, sorry, I had to stop and think, does not rotate, this side of the moon is always going to stay facing the Earth. Always, always, always. So even though the moon changes position going in this direction, A is always going to be, let's look at it as a clock at 3 o'clock. Always. So think A is at 3 o'clock. So we're on day 1, and the question is, imagine you're standing at point A, so 3 o'clock on the moon, for one full lunar orbit. Sorry, I had to adjust my screen. So it says, on day 1, imagine that you're standing at A, which is 3 o'clock on the moon. Would you be standing in sunlight or in the dark? We can see the sun is coming from this direction. This half of the moon is light. This half of the moon is dark, so we'd be standing in the dark. Would you be able to see the sun? Standing here at 3 o'clock, no. You're standing in the dark. This side, if we called it 9 o'clock, from 6 p.m. to midnight, let's say, or let me try 6 a.m. to noon, it would be light. But you're sitting right here, so you are in the dark and you cannot see the sun. Where in the sky would you look to see the Earth? Well, the best answer to this is you would look straight up. You're going to look straight up, and you're trying to look at the Earth. Remember, you're not here anymore. You're over here on the moon, but I can't move the guy. And now you're looking straight at the Earth. How much of the Earth you would see? This is an interesting question. Think of this question more like you're looking up. Do you see a full Earth, like a full moon? Yes, you'd see half of the Earth. It would be like a full lighted sphere in the sky. Then it says, okay, on day 8, so now we need to go to day 8. Eight doesn't let me, I'm going to go, sorry. I'm going to go back here a little bit. It should be right here, is day 8. You would be on the border between sunlight and dark. So remember, as the moon travels from day 1 to day 8, the same side is staying facing the Earth. So where you were at 3 o'clock here, you're at noon, if we pretend this is a clock. Just trying to think of a way to say it. You're right here. You're not over here anymore. You're here because you're still facing the Earth. Every way you go around here, you're facing the Earth. So day 8. You're on the border of sunlight and dark yourself. Would the sun be rising or setting? Well, remember you're here. You're going to keep traveling in this direction where you're going to see more and more and more and more of the sun. So think of it. What do we call it? When you're starting, you've just come out of the dark, you're in the light, and for a long time you're going to see the sun would be rising. Where in the sky would you look to see the Earth? Always you're going to look straight up because you're always going to be facing the Earth. Always. How much of the Earth would you see? This would be, instead of calling it a half moon, we'd call it a half Earth. So we're going to see this in the sky as if it's a half moon. Okay, now remember, we're on this spot, and we're going to stay facing. Everywhere we go, we're on the spot that's facing most directly towards the Earth. No matter what, no matter what, no matter what. So right here, we're still on point A, but we're facing the Earth. We're always facing the Earth when we're on point A. I know I'm repeating this a terrible number of times. This is day 15, approximately. Would you be standing in sunlight or dark? Here you are. You're in full sunlight. It's like noon in moon time. Where in the sky would you look to see the sun? Straight up. As always, straight up. Sorry. I'm sorry. Where in the sky would you look to see the sun? Straight up. Where in the sky would you look to see the Earth? Straight up. How much of the Earth would you see? The Earth is all dark. So you're not going to see anything of the Earth. It's not illuminated. So from your perspective right here, you're in the sun, but you're looking at the dark side of the Earth. So just like on Earth, when we look at the dark side of the moon, we really don't see the moon. Okay, day 22. Here we go. We're going to move around here. We're still facing the Earth. The entire time, we're making this one big rotation, orbit. We're facing the Earth. So here we are right here. This is question 20 now. Will the sun be rising or setting? Well, remember, we started being in the sun over here. This was our sunrise. We'd been in the sun over here. We'd been in the sun this whole time as we've come around here. This was sunrise. So where we are on Earth, we've been seeing the sun all the way around here. So we're going to be setting now. We're going to be moving into darkness. So here we are. Where in the Earth would you, where in the sky would you look to see the Earth? Straight up. How much of the Earth would you see? You only see the part that's illuminated, so we would see this as a half moon. A half Earth, just like when we think of a half moon in the sky. Okay, we're going to now go back to the beginning because it's going to ask us to stand a different place on the moon. It says stand on point C. Let me look at my drawing because I want to remember exactly where C is. Okay, C is right here. We're going to always be on the side that is facing directly away from the Earth. Okay, so we're always going to be on this side. If this side, no matter where we went, was always facing towards the Earth, we're going to always be facing away from the Earth. So on day 1, would you be standing in sunlight or dark? Well, you're on the light side of the moon, so you're standing in sunlight. Where in the sky would you look to see the sun? You're going to look straight up. It's out here. Would you be able to see the Earth? Well, if you're right here, you certainly can't see the Earth here. So no, you can't see the Earth. Here we go on day 8. I'm going to see if it lets me drag. Yeah. I'm right here. Right here. On day 8, I'm in the border between sunlight and dark. Would the sun be rising or setting? Well, let's take a look. I'm going to stay here on this side. I'm moving into the darkness. So let's remember, I started out over here, I was in the sunlight. So if it's changing, I'm over here and it's changing, I've been in the sunlight, now I'm going to be in the dark. So the answer is I'm going to be in the dark. Day 8. Would I be able to see the Earth? Nope. I'm on the opposite side. I'm never going to be able to see the Earth from this vantage point. Day 15. Here I go, 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 here. Here's where C is now. Would I be standing in the sunlight or the dark? I'm in the dark. Started in the light, stayed in the light all the way here, starts to set. I'm going into the dark. I'm in the dark, right here. Definitely dark. Would I be able to see the sun? Nope. No way can I see the sun from this vantage point. Can I see the earth? Nope. Answer is still no. I'm on the far side of the moon. Day 22. Here I come. I'm going around again. I'm going around again. I'm right about here. Here's where I am. I've been in the dark all the way from here to here to here. I've been in the dark, so I'd be sleeping normally on Earth. I'm on the border between sunlight and dark. I'm right here. Would the sun be rising or setting? The sun is rising because from here all the way to here, I'm going to be in the sun. So the sun is rising. Sorry. Sun is rising. Can I see the earth? Nope. Still can't see the earth. I'm right here. Can't see the earth. Never could see the earth from this side of the moon. So I'm coming around here. Now I'm totally in the sun. It's like noon on the moon. And down here, now I'm going into sun darkness. I'm over here. I'm always, always, always on the side away from the earth. That's why we say the earth only sees one side of the moon. And I don't know if that makes more sense now. I hope this makes sense. It is a little confusing. I wish there was a way we could flip this animation so that we could see, we could put our little person on the moon. But this is the best we could do. See if this helps and makes sense, and let me know.